My name is Rena Murugesan, and today I'm presenting about my project entitled Design Thinking, Transforming Niaga Express B2B Procurement Journey. This presentation explores how a Malaysian startup, Niaga Express, applied design thinking to revolutionize the country's B2B procurement ecosystem, combining empathy, innovation, and sustainability to drive digital transformation and exclusive growth. Niaga Express, founded in 2017 by Dinesh Swaran, inspired by his personal frustration with Malaysia's slow and manual procurement process. At the time, most organizations were still using paperwork and manual quotations, which create inefficiency and lack of visibility. So, Niaga Express was born with simple but powerful idea to build trust and transparency through the digital marketplace that connect corporate buyers with verified suppliers. Today, I serve thousands of SME and large corporations, standing as one of Malaysia's leading platform for inclusive procurement. The vision of Niaga Express is to redefine procurement through technology, transparency, and trust, value that strongly align with design thinking and principles. Its mission focuses on inclusion and fairness, aiming to connect buyers and suppliers on a single digital platform that saves time, builds trust, and support growth. Essentially, they show how Niaga Express integrate human-centered innovation with business efficiency, the foundation of empathy design thinking. The key challenges identified is while Malaysian B2B procurement sectors is rapidly growing, Niaga Express face several critical challenges. Firstly, many SMEs lack digital readiness, especially in rural areas where internet access and digital literacy were low. Secondly, there were deep trust gap between buyers and suppliers rooted in concern about delayed payments, reliability, and pricing transparency. Thirdly, the operation costs, particularly logistic and last mile delivery, were high. And finally, sustainability practices were still emerging, creating additional barriers to responsible procurement. So these human-centered challenges become the foundation for applying design thinking. The next is applying design thinking framework. Niaga Express applied all 5 stages of design thinking: empathies, define, ideate, prototype, and test. In the empathy stage, the team engaged directly with procurement officers, supplier, and logistics staff to deeply understand their frustration. Then they defined the real issue not as lack of technology but as lack of trust and connection. So during the ideation, the brainstorm solutions such as multilingual dashboard and transparent binding system. The prototype stage involved co-designing with real users, allowing continuous feedback. So finally, the testing demonstrated measurable impact, faster procurement cycles, and reduced costs, and improved satisfaction. So this interactive process proved that empathy and collaboration are powerful drivers of innovation. And the next is empathy driven innovation strategy. One of the most remarkable aspects of Niaga Express is how it embeds empathy into innovation strategy. So the team collaborated with multiple experts from behavioral economic to government agencies to understand different perspectives. So they also immerse themselves in daily realities of their users, visiting suppliers' warehouse and observing real operation. Additionally, Niaga Express looked beyond its own industry for inspiration, studying Grab Pay, trust building mechanism, R&B storytelling, and green brands' commitment to sustainability. So through this, empathy becomes structural principle, guiding both strategy and innovation. What we can learn from people. When we talk about learning from people, it's about truly understanding our users, both suppliers and buyers. By taking them directly, we want to know that real and day-to-day problem, what make them trust or avoid platform, and how they actually use the system. By observing them, we actually can see what confuses them or slows them down. So this helps us to identify what they value most, things like fairness, speed, and simplicity. When we listen and observe closely, we can design better experience and match their real need instead of making assumptions. And what we can learn from the expert. Besides users, we also need insight from experts who can help us to see things from broader perspective. Behavioral economic, for instance, like explain what truly drive trust and purchasing decision. Digital anthropologists can help us to understand how local culture shape the way of people use online. Sustainability expert can guide us to ensure that our practices are environmentally responsible and ethical. We also can work with government and also SME agencies that promote training and inclusion, as well as industry mentors and influencers who can share their experience and feedback. Together, these experts give us a well-rounded view and how to strengthen both trust and engagement in our ecosystem. The immerse in the content. Immersing in the content means going beyond the office or meeting room and really stepping into users' world. So in this Niaga Express, this could meaning visiting warehouses, supplier site or office to see how work actually happens on the ground. So we can shadow using during the daily activities to understand their true pains, points and workflows. Joining trade fairs or SME workshop allows to connect directly with community to see industry trend closer. Even sometimes as simple as reading customers review chat, message or online forum discussion help us to feel what users feel. So their frustration, their expectation and their hopes, this level immerse build empathy and help us design solution and make sense of the real environment. And seeking analogies inspiration. Finally, we can find inspiration by looking at how other industries solve similar challenges. For example, fintech app like GrabPay shows how trust can be built through transparent and fast transaction. Hospitality platform and R&B use storytelling to create strong sense of belonging and emotional connection. Education helps to teach us the power of reward and gamification to keep users engaged and motivated. And green brands remind us of the importance of showing positive environment impact, such as going on paperless or promoting low carbon operation. By learning from this example, we can bring fresh ideas into our strategy, make our platform more engaging, reliable and meaningful for users. And the next is growth and impact. The result of Niaga Express approach are both financially and socially impressive. Revenue nearly doubled from 2021 to 2024, while the profit tripled, supported by automation and AI-driven logistics. So on the social front, the company empowered more than 2,000 SMEs, including many women-led enterprise. So by using route optimization, it also achieved a 50% reduction in carbon emission. So this case demonstrates how empathy-driven innovation can achieve measurable success where digital growth and social good coexist. The next is alignment with national and global framework. Niaga Express align closely with national and global development. The company embodies Malaysia Madani principle, emphasizing sustainability, compassion, and also trust. So it directly supports the 12 Malaysia plan by advising SME digitalization and promoting inclusive economic participation. So at the global level, Niaga Express contribute to several sustainable development goals, particularly SDG 8 decent work, SDG 9 on innovation, and SDG 12 on responsible production. So this alignment demonstrates how enterprise can play a vital role in national transformation. The key takeaways from this case is firstly, empathy is not just emotional, it's strategic. Understanding users deeply help create meaningful solution. Secondly, design thinking build adaptability, allowing companies to respond to constant market changes. Thirdly, inclusive innovation ensures the progress benefit everyone, not just large corporation. And finally, purpose-driven leadership want the value people as much as profit, will sustain long-term success. So in conclusion, Niaga Express illustrate the design thinking, not merely a method but a mindset. So one of the combines empathy, innovation, and sustainability. Through its journey, the company proved that technology can be served both economic efficiency and human connection. So is that a Malaysian example of how empathy can drive digital transformation with social people.